I mean, he was so prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Damn, man, what can my coach say?
He threw in the Hurricane Relief Fund. We heard Dallas,
God,
Drew Brees.
And Jameis had the classic moment of having a conversation at work that you really don't care about, so you kind of black out in the middle of it when he was like, "Oh, what did my coach say?
What did my coach say?
Oh yeah, prepare, yeah." So yeah, but no matter what, though, he played that clip. You know why? Because I told y'all, son. I told y'all that Jameis was gonna have a fantastic week 1. He ain't had the yards, but he sure had the touchdowns. And what else? 0 turnovers for Jameis.
Yes, sir.
Winston, who was out there, in the words of Chris Berman, stumbling, tumbling, no fumbling. Jameis Winston, fantastic.
He was great. And one of the things I failed to mention last week was how great this Saints defense is. And they are missing one of their defensive linemen. Is it Onyemata?
Yes.
Who's out to a drug suspension. So this team has had the best points per game going back to last season, I think since week 10. Aaron Rodgers looked flummoxed, I should say. This is going to be a theme throughout the whole season. He's got one dude to throw it to. We had a great year of that. Devontae Adams, 17 touchdowns. But as we also said last week, Lazard, Valdez, Scantling. Again, who else is he throwing it to?
I don't know.
They scored 3 points. That heave that he threw in the middle of the field from the end zone in the sunlight, he was done after that. He was done. They put Jordan Love in, and he says relax, but they're still going to win the division, but they got problems, bro.
Yeah, they most definitely got problems. And just so the fact of, I feel like once the league really got out of hand, pretty much like, let's say like mid first quarter going to the second quarter, I think he just pretty much just said F it. He was just out there just chunking the ball to anyone and whoever possible. I mean, they couldn't really run the ball or anything like that because that Saints defense, like you said, Dave, was fantastic. And now you get to a point where, you know, Aaron Rodgers with no off-season workouts, anything, training camp, preseason, and things like that, you just out there just like, hey, my namesake alone is gonna keep this team afloat. Well, it damn sure ain't keep nothing afloat because you was out there, I don't know who the hell you was throwing to, because you just pretty much just throwing passes left and right, hoping somebody would catch it. Because again, like Dave said, besides Devontae Adams, who else are you throwing it to? And so I was asked the question of, you know, does Aaron Rodgers, you know, is Aaron Rodgers sabotaging Green Bay, and is he ready to go? I'm like, look, man, he already made it be known before the season started. He don't want to be there. He wasn't planning to be there. Then you made a speech of how, you know, I asked for these players to be drafted. We need these players. You let these players go. Now they're flourishing on other teams, becoming great guys and all-pro and pro bowlers. You're not providing me anything. And yes, getting Jordan Love did piss him off too in the first round. And so right now, if you want to say he may be sabotaging the Packers or whatever, I say maybe so. We'll see week 2 because next week is a division game. And he goes out there and starts just chunking up crap and acting like he's going to throw it out there, you know what I'm saying, to the crowd. And, oh, yeah, they weren't ready for that Jacksonville Heat. That Jacksonville Heat was getting to them too. So, I mean, to me, that's one of my most disappointing performances, especially from Aaron Rodgers coming from an MVP season. So, most definitely, man, Aaron Rodgers, I don't know what his problem is, but he need to get it together or they may not win this division.
So real quick, we do have a question already from Robin Rich, who's tuned in on YouTube. Shout out to Robin. I remember you last week, I believe, the Steelers guy. He said, do you think by looking at A-Rod's posture and attitude, has he checked out? So, BMO, you had concerns for that? Me personally, yeah. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to hand it over today, but I think yes because I feel like that Jeopardy thing that got brought up as a rumor, him hosting Jeopardy, I think he really wanted to do that. And I think he had to make a decision between football and that. And when it came time for it, it was like, well, they won't let me do both, or I can't do one for so many episodes or tape them in time for the season. So, Dave, I'm going to hand it to you. And then, of course, Don, but what do you think?
His post-game comment suggests that he has not checked out. I think he really believes that it was just one bad game. He knows that this is an easy-to-win division. but performances like Sunday won't eradicate those questions. That's going to linger over them throughout the whole season.
I mean, he kind of does have the posture of somebody who put their 2 week notice in and just going through the motions. But like Dave said, I do kind of think it was just 1 week. But y'all can't let James throw for that many touchdowns with no Michael Thomas out there. That's unacceptable considering how much y'all was raving over that secondary last week, and now look what happened. So
they picked on Kevin King again. Deontay Harris just,
Hey, man. I mean, Kevin King. Like I said over the weekend, Kevin King was just pretty much right back on schedule. He didn't miss a beat from that NFC Championship game. So everything is right back on schedule with them. I'm talking about like Jameis out there throwing to undrafted free agents. You know what I'm saying? And people like that getting it done. So yes, Dom, you know what I'm saying? Incredible prediction. We're most definitely happy for Jameis. And I really was I didn't expect this. Nobody expected this at all. And I'm expecting to see this for the rest of the season.